Mike, turn your games down.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to a Christmas movie episode of Games My Mom Found. I am Mike Albertin, and who's actually a story about religion in Japan with me tonight?
I am Joe Butler, and I am the token gay cast member.
This is Joseph Larrey, and I am very confused how the man who gave me Perfect Blue gave me this wholesome movie.
Not that surprised. I get where you're coming from, but this has some of the same craziness.
Oh, it does, yeah.
But, I mean, there is no, manager dressing up as you and murdering people, so they are missing that. So we are here to talk about a movie that Joe had actually suggested and asked to be on the show months ago. But
Now,
Christmas, yes.
Yeah, to be fair, A, this is a Christmas movie, but also B, what is it? I think this tied, all three of them tied, I think, too, as well. So, but I also specifically, it didn't?
No, the other two tied. This didn't, no. This is just something that you wanted to do, and I was like, sure. Plus, Christmas. But we are here to talk about Tokyo Godfathers, directed by Satoshi Kon, and story by Satoshi Kon, produced by Shinji Kobayashi and Masao Takayama, Taro Maki. And this came out, a production company, Madhouse, and came out in 2003 in Japan. This movie did not make its money back either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happens. I'm sure they make all their money back later. They just complain. So I always start these off with our history. I have never seen this movie. I didn't even know it existed till we did the other Satoshi Kon movies. So that's my history. And Joseph.
Yeah, I saw this, around when it came out in 2003. One of the local colleges, I think it was their anime club or some sort of animation club, was they would routinely show a bunch of different anime movies. They used to show like all the Studio Ghibli movies, and one time they were showing this on Christmas. Just happened to catch it.
And Joe.
When I was in high school, we had an anime club, and the person that ran the anime club, that was a student, basically had a bunch of anime, because there's always one guy, that had anime. And he's like, all right, for anime club, we're watching a Christmas movie. And he put this on. I think we actually watched Paprika and Perfect Blue before this, too, just to get a frame of reference. But yeah, this was the anime club Christmas movie that we picked.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's cool, though, that they did that. I mean, you are right, though. Like, back then, there'd always be some guy who would have stuff, and there's a good chance that a lot of those DVDs were not, legit. That's how it was. How it's still is.
This is also back in the day to where if it wasn't like that popular of an anime, you could probably find it on YouTube for free.
Oh, I never did that.
I did.
Then again, I was in high school in 2002 to 6, so it wasn't. I don't think YouTube was around yet.
Well, YouTube was banned at school. You had to go through a proxy and stuff like that. But I also, I watched the entirety of Haruhi Suzumiya on YouTube for some reason because I'm stupid.
No idea what that is.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Someone got that reference.
All right. Hey, Joseph, and I brought you on for a good animated movie for a change.
I know, it's been a while.
We've been on a few. We've been on a few. Crap. What?
Yeah.
So this is an interesting film. Like, this had more to it than I realized. Like, so I unfortunately had to watch this on Tubi, which I don't recommend because Tubi has commercials. And it's only the Japanese version, which is probably the correct way to watch this. But that was a little annoying.
So this movie's, because it's Satoshi Kon and it's G Kids who rebought the rights. This movie's really weird, and it's really funny because I want to bring it up because I watched this movie last year on Christmas on YouTube. I was able to rent it on YouTube. And then I went to go see if it was still on YouTube, and it's not, which is weird. But then if you go to Google and type in Tokyo Godfathers, they're going to air it for Christmas on Netflix.
Huh.
Yeah. So it's like, is that why I can't fucking find it because Netflix bought the rights to it and it's probably going to end up streaming it here in a bit, and that's why.
But it's on Tubi, so that's. Are they showing the dub version on Netflix?
They're probably showing the newer dub version because all this stuff has been redubbed recently.
Yeah.
I say because the last year when I watched this with my husband, I watched the English dub and so did he originally, and we both went, man, this is not the same English dub that I watched when I was in high school.
I mean, to be fair, they did redub a lot of anime because some of the early dub is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Or it just wasn't done with much care because they were like, fuck it, we just got to get this out. It doesn't matter, So it makes sense that someone's like, yeah, let's do this correctly. I can see that. That's interesting, though. No, I wanted to watch it dub, but I didn't see it. Tubi only had the Japanese version, so that's what I watched.
Yeah, I don't think they had the dub, and maybe it is a rights issue.
There's always fucking rights issues with anime. It's a very common problem because different people buy it. I mean, when we did cover the other Satoshi Kon movies, both of them that we had watched, Paprika and Perfect Blue, are mindfucks. And this one isn't really a mindfuck. I mean, there is a very deeper story to it than what you see, but it is not a mindfuck like you don't know what you just watched.
I will say this is not a mindfuck, but there is very specifically a bit of a supernatural tone to this movie, and B, there's a very supernatural moment at the very end of the movie as well.
Oh yeah. Also, should we want to point out that he was not the head writer for this one, so because he even admitted that if he wrote it, it was going to be another mindfuck. So he actually got the person who wrote Cowboy Bebop to write this.
Oh, that's why we all like this movie. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he hired her because he's like, she was the one person who told me if my idea got crazy, she'd be like, no, we're not doing that.
Okay, that makes sense why certain things in here did make me think of Bebop now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very noir, too, as well.
Yes.
Yeah, and also the head animator for this is the guy that did the Studio Ghibli movie Hello, the Yamadas. If anyone's ever seen that one.
I think I have.
I know what that is.
That's one of Ghibli's lesser-known movies.
I need to cover more of their movies, too, someday. Oh, and Joe, do you want to do a plot summary for this?
Sure thing. No, I kind of had something kind of ready anyway, so. Tokyo Godfathers is about 3 homeless vagrants who, while on is it Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
It's Christmas.
Christmas Eve to get going in the Christmas. Or no,
Yeah.
isn't it New Year's?
No, it's definitely Christmas.
It's Christmas, yeah.
Christmas, all right.
Stumble on a abandoned baby that they find in a trash can, and deciding that these three homeless people are sick of being what they are, they decide to do the right thing and try to find where this baby belongs, and maybe uncovering why they're homeless and other depressing backstories as we go on.
Very good. Very accurate. So there's a lot more to this movie than I expected. Like, I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest, when I watched this. I was going to have my wife watch it with me, but then time keeps on ticking into the future. And she also doesn't really care for subtitles as much, because then she has to pay attention and can't fall asleep.
Well, there you go, dude. When it comes to Netflix, just put it on for her.
I will then, because I think she would like this one. She did not like Paprika or Perfect Blue that much, because Perfect Blue you have to watch Perfect Blue twice to understand it. This you don't. You can watch this once and completely understand the plot, understand what's happening, what the characters are doing. You might not understand, like, it wasn't until I watched some YouTube stuff that I really realized how much this movie is about capitalism and how Japan is not as spiritual as it once was. But
Wait, really?
Yeah, apparently that's what it's supposed to be partly about, because you have people who are different religions that are doing different religious activities. Stuff that would have completely flown by me, but when the guy mentioned it, it's like something about Buddhism. There's something about the different, what was it? There's a Shingon, no, not Shigami, that's a demon. There's something with an S that had to do with religious.
Yes, Shintoism, yes.
Yeah. and then there's
Christianity right at the beginning.
Yeah, so that's partly what it's about. Like, for example, that one scene when they're in the graveyard and people are leaving like packaged goods as offerings, supposed to be like capitalism type of thing.
Really?
That's what the YouTube said. And it kind of makes sense.
Well, one of the things that I do know that's part of it, I don't mind bouncing around a little bit in the beginning. I guess one of the things that you can count is whenever they go, I think they go to like the mob, they're having like a traditional American wedding, which is usually something a lot of people don't do.
Okay, see, I did not catch that, because I used to know more about Japan, but I'm not as educated anymore, because I don't live in that world. When I was in high school, I was like obsessed with Japan. I wanted to go there someday. I still want to go there, but I was trying to learn everything I could about them, and I was even trying to learn Japanese. That didn't get very far.
Japanese is like the 3rd hardest language to learn.
Yeah. Especially the writing. You got to learn 3 different types.
There's some animes that I do watch where it's like the main character's like, yeah, I can't read Japanese. It's like, why not? I never went to middle school. It's like, oh, okay.
I can't speak any language but English, unfortunately. I wish I could. I wish I knew other languages, but I do not.
This movie also, it's really good for its time, and there's a lot of other interesting things that go on through this movie as well. One of the things that is a common occurrence in Japan too as well is people abandoning babies, especially I think abandoning girls is a thing very over in Asia as well, right?
That's
Yeah.
China. Is that in
No,
other
it's
countries
it's
too?
all Asia. Yeah,
It's all Asia,
Oh.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's all
I didn't
Asia,
know
I
that.
believe. One thing that they mentioned, which does happen, I think it's also a plot in a Yakuza game, is what is it? The idea of abandoning of babies in lockers and things like that. And this movie does take place during the 90s. A lot of that they found ways to avoid that recently, but it was a huge problem in like the 70s and the 80s and the 90s of just people just abandoning babies in garbages or trash cans or lockers and things like that.
It's interesting. That's honestly really interesting because I didn't catch that context. I was like, okay, because I know China, like I know a lot of stories of China abandoning babies and things of that nature, but I wasn't aware when it came to Japan as much.
Funny enough, one really weirdly interesting part of this movie is I'll go over a little bit the characters. So you have there's three main characters in this movie who are the Tokyo Godfathers. It's what are their names? It's Hannah and I can't remember the other two.
Jen and Miyuki.
Okay, yeah. Miyuki is obviously when you start off the movie, she is a teenager who obviously is staying with them. Jin is the older man, and Hannah obviously is their weird homosexual roommate.
I would say pretty much like trans, essentially, what it's going for.
Yeah,
It's
That's what she's supposed to be.
or cross dressing. That's big in Japan. Yeah.
Okay. I also know, isn't Japan a little like not as well? I'm going to say not as friendly as us, but we're a fucking shithole right now in government wise, at least.
Japan just legalized gay marriage like last year, I think.
Yeah, no, they're becoming more accepting of it.
Okay. I'm surprised it's still legal here, to be honest, for now.
For now.
Till somebody leaves. But okay, that makes more sense. I know a little bit about that in Japan, so I knew like that kind of plays a part in this too. I was wondering when this took place, but 90s makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it goes into a couple goofy things that happen as well. What is it? Miyuki is a generic teenager who ran away from home. We get kind of in a weird flashback. And probably, like I said, this movie's not supernatural, but it does have some goofy moments. One of them being that you get you get Miyuki's backstory through a dream sequence where it reveals that she stabbed her dad on accident.
I didn't think it was by accident.
No, I don't think it was by accident. Yeah.
Well, sometimes you hold a knife at someone, you don't mean to stab them, so it happens.
I don't know about that one.
Although I will say with that dream sequence, I do like how she's actually like a little bit bigger in that scene, and then you can see just her being on the streets as she's just kind of become malnourished. I kind of like that little detail to it.
They do a lot of interesting things here, though. I will say that. Like, so I ended up watching this over the course of like a day. Not the best way to watch this movie or any movie, but you do what you got to do. But I still enjoyed it. And I was still catching a lot of the symbolism and like how the characters like. Because you are right. Like when you do see her, and I noticed something like, wow, she looks a lot like she looks. I don't really want to say bigger, but I guess the right term would be she's healthier because she's not living on the street, and we don't know how long she's been on the street.
I think they do say in the beginning it's 6 months. She's been on the street for 6 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a decent amount of time.
It is. Especially because Japan's homelessness issue is like really different from ours because they do treat homeless people a little bit differently. Give an example, they do give out free food. They also let the homeless sleep in the subway, and they do have which it's not really fixing it, but there are areas where they're like, yeah, you don't fuck with the homeless, and they just kind of sleep there at night because there's no one there anyway, so who really gives a shit?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just when you go to Japan, you never really see the homeless people. They're pretty good at protecting their image, but they do kind of have, like Joe said, designated areas where homeless people can go. But they also have the internet cafes that are dirt cheap. They have those capsule hotels that are dirt cheap. So they do have other options for them to go, so they're not out in the streets.
Hey, that's nicer than this country.
Although this movie's not afraid to show the grimy, gritty side of Japan.
No, it does. You're right. It shows it.
Yeah.
But that also makes more sense that it's the 90s too, because they also use the F word a lot.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. Yep.
And I'm like, that was one part where, I'm kind of okay this is not in English, because I don't have to hear it in English.
Which I'm curious, in the dub version, do they still use that word as frequently?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
I guess they're trying to keep the context of what it was, so.
Yeah.
Also, that word is in Japan is not as taboo as it is over here.
I mean, that word isn't taboo depending on what circles you're in.
Right.
Or you could be like Joe, and you could say the word because you are one.
I mean, it's the same with the C word. I'm like, any woman can use the C word. I will not, but any woman can say it.
Or the other
So-
word that we're not going to specifically say, but it
Yeah.
involves people of color.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Right, that's another word that I will. Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of my thing. Like, yeah, if it pertains to you and you want to use the word, go with, like, your choice. But I didn't like hearing it in here. I was like,
But you know what though? That's a good sign though, Mike. See, there you go. It's nice to know that you're.
young in middle
What-
school and high school, but adult Mike is.
Oh, that happens though. But a lot of it goes through a lot of interesting stuff too that does happen. Because one thing I think you can learn from this movie is you can learn a lot of different things about Japan. Give an example. Jin does reveal that he's in debt to like the mafia, or he was in debt to the mafia. He basically became homeless because he owed them so much money.
Yeah, to the loan sharking
Yeah.
and gambling. I mean, well, gambling's a big thing. I assume around the entire world.
Yeah, but Japan has a weird issue where you take very funny enough, it's illegal there, but you can also have it happen to here through businesses where you can go heavily in debt through just people and they will actually break your legs and people will go, oh yeah, that happened to them.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I mean, the mob is still exists here. It's just not as
Oh yeah. Yeah.
open as it used to be.
Oh yeah. In Japan, you see a yakuza, you know it's a yakuza. They're pretty. They let you know that they're yakuza.
Okay, that's kind of cool. Actually, in a weird way, I really want to go to Japan someday. It's on my to-do list for someday. I'm traveling, but we'll see.
Yeah, because I think when it's on the news at the end, they are like, oh yeah, known gang leader got shot today, and like we're just worried about him surviving it. So
Yeah, like and he defended like the Godfather. It's like, oh okay.
I mean, that's kind of like, if you watch a lot of mafia documentaries, like some people do, that is also accurate to how that goes too. Because like when they're shot or something happens to them, the news will be the same thing. Like, supposed mafia guy was murdered today. So I guess that's just news in general. They just report stuff like that. So
yeah.
the people kind of know after a while. Like, oh, what job do you have? You don't have a job. All right. And you have all these nice cars. Yeah. How do you get that money?
What do you mean you sit at home and you're a home husband? Yeah, and I collect money. Oh, okay.
I mean, they're not the best at hiding it. Like, some people are really stupid. I watch a lot of documentaries, so people are really dumb when it comes to hiding. They're like, oh, my cousins work here, but none of them actually go to work. So, yeah. What were you going to say?
The nice thing, the whole point of this movie, though, is that the baby basically ends up not only kind of revealing their backstories, but they also kind of go through some things as well. Give an example whenever they go to try to get the gang leader, the loan shark, to help them because they find stuff in the locker and things like that. What is it? They get kidnapped by a Hispanic couple?
Yes. Yeah.
That part was odd to me.
That's common in Japan where other gangs will use poor foreigners in the country, especially if they're poor, and like promise them they get them citizenship if they do missions for them.
Okay.
Okay, I never really got that part, so that makes sense.
I was just really confused by that because to me, I was just like, what is going on here? And also, all the stuff with the Yakuza and those small scenes reminded me of Bebop 100%. Bebop has so much to do with gangs and everything, and the way they were talking. They're like, another syndicate. I'm like, a little bit more now. I know, I do like how all their backstories, like they lie to each other about why they're homeless, but as the movie progresses and things happen, they start revealing the truth, which also seems very plausible to me because, you're living like this. I mean, these people, like, you're near them, but they're not really your friends per se. You don't, plus you're in at least, especially in the main males, he's embarrassed by what happened to him. So he lies and says, my family's dead, when neither of them are dead. He just left.
He also was not a biker. He was just kind of sold bikes.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you take you take your story and you adjust it to fit what you want people to think or how you want them. Like, it makes sense.
You also have, you also have a lot of interesting moments too with them where they do it, which I believe the homeless people are like that as well, where they just kind of genuinely care about each other. Like, they literally were going to go out and get Miyuki like school books because they weren't even sure she knew how to read. And they're all just kind of, and then when they went to go get food from like the food bank, they brought her food home too. So it is kind of, weird family.
You looking out for other
Non-traditional family.
people.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, these are people that you're with, and you know, you're trying to help them. So that's how I took it. But no, the book thing is cute, and also later on, when she runs into a guy who drops all the books, and they're a homeless guy, that made me chuckle.
Yeah.
You find out he took all the books.
He didn't even need them. They just took him to take them.
I mean, it's in the garbage. I've taken when younger me dug through garbage cans and stuff like that to find random shit. Hell, I'll never forget. I have an old story where I was walking down the alley and somebody was throwing out a bunch of like 70s Playboy magazines, and I carried boxes home to my dad, which he still has.
Dude, you hit the teenage jackpot, dude. Good job.
I had the internet. I'm good. I didn't care about him. I was like, I was either too young to care, or I had the internet, so I didn't care. I can't remember which one it was yet, because I don't remember. I think I was younger where I didn't care yet, but I just gave it to my dad.
Fuck it.
But it was just one of those funny things. I remember somebody like, "Does your dad know you have these?" I'm like, he asked me to get them for him. Because he did. I told him about it. Like, oh, go get those. So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay. I'm like, it was his idea, not mine. Like, it was pretty hilarious. But no, so I get that completely. Like, there's a lot of scenes of them going through garbage cans in here, and like there's also a lot of garbage bags everywhere in this movie.
I think Japan has that issue in general, right, Joseph?
Yeah, they do. And part of the reason is because there is literally no trash cans anywhere in that country.
Aren't you supposed to put your trash in your pocket and carry it home or something, right?
Now they have it like that.
Yeah, you've got to bring a little bag with you and stuff. Yeah, part of the reason why there are no trash cans is because in the 90s, Japan was going through, I guess, terrorist epidemic where people would place bombs in the trash cans.
Oh yeah!
Holy shit!
In the subway, I know that cult guy you're talking about.
Yeah, that was a big part of it. Yeah.
So yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Safety measure, they removed all the trash cans and they just never put them back.
I mean, that's not an unusual thing. Look at COVID. There are things that never came back from COVID, and it had nothing to do with it. Was just we can save money, so we're never going back.
Yeah.
So I'm sure I would not be surprised if somewhere someone's like, "We're saving money by not doing this." Okay. Or something. Wouldn't surprise me. I know one of the comments at the YouTube thing I was watching made is how a lot of these take, miracles, that everything kind of coincidences, everything works out for them. They use the word miracles, which is accurate, but I mean, it's a movie. I don't mind that. I don't mind that they just happen to run into, this Yakuza guy at one point and rescue him from a car, like little stuff like that. I don't mind it because it's a movie. It doesn't bother me.
The idea is supposed to be that is something supernatural, which is just good faith, is them trying to help the baby is why everything keeps happening, and it's good coincidences.
Sometimes life does work like that. I mean, a lot of the really good things in my life happen by accident. That's all I don't know. I liked it. And with it being a Christmas movie, it also fits that idea that, it's Christmas Day, so all these things are happening for them.
Yeah. Christmas
also,
miracle.
That baby would be dead in that cold. Pretty sure so.
No, babies can survive. Babies surprisingly survive for like a hot minute when stuff happens to them.
I guess the body is made to survive and fight, so.
Yeah. And another thing that I completely forgot, but I'll ask y'all anyways. Did y'all think that Hannah had AIDS when she coughed up blood?
Yes.
Nope.
Oh.
Tuberculosis.
What's this?
I didn't even think I didn't know why she coughed up the blood, because I thought that she'd get injured, because it's right after the car accident where the ambulance almost hits them and just destroys a building next to them.
Oh, maybe. I always thought it was tuberculosis, because
probably was.
It's never really stated, but yeah. Because he'd be tuberculosis, that makes sense.
Well, they confirm it's not AIDS, because there's a scene where she talks about how she was, and which is why she's homeless too, is she was at the club singing, and she ended up dating one of the guys that would visit them, and he slipped and fell and hit his head and died instantly, and so that's why she's homeless, because she wasn't working. So
it's more than you think for people.
Yeah, and sometimes you what was it? Her job before was just singing at a bar. And sometimes even when someone dies, I mean, technically it's also Japan. So if they weren't married, like he died and that was it. So it does happen.
I mean, that's in America too.
Yeah, it's in America too.
That's why I tell people, like, if you can get married, because you want that protection in case something ever happens.
You can go through a lawyer. That's what me and my partner are doing. We went through a lawyer, and there's
good.
Yeah, there's ways to make sure that nothing stupid happens to either of us.
Okay, I've heard horror stories for what I do for a living.
Yeah.
So. I know things. I can't say exactly, but yeah, that's what I always tell people. Like, I've been wondering, I married my wife. When I did, I'm like, hey, like, I want you to be okay. Like, like I tell people, if you're gonna buy a house with someone, marry them. Like, make sure you're both protected, because bad shit can happen real fast. That's neither here nor there. No, tuberculosis also makes sense. I mean, to us, I mean, the disease was gone from this country pretty much. I mean, that might be changing in the next couple of years, but it probably, I mean, it makes sense like in the homeless that it's still around and things in Japan. I don't know how Japan was about vaccines, if they were dumb like us currently at one time, or
I think that's what it was. They were dumb at one point like us.
so we went backwards.
I have a video to send you later, my friend. Don't let me forget about that. I'll tell you after the podcast.
No, I mean, also, maybe when you say tuberculosis, I think of Red Dead too.
I also think of Daredevil when I think of tuberculosis, so it's okay.
But no, I didn't even think about why she coughed up blood. But also, like, when she's in the hospital, like, she's out pretty quickly. So that also makes sense that it wasn't, like, something terrible.
Well, the doctor also says, too, like, she's not in any real bad shape, but he obviously makes a joke of, well, all she needs is rest and food, and she'll be fine. He's like, dude, we're homeless. You really think it's going to happen?
Yeah. I did like the doctor's response. I cure diseases, not lifestyles.
But that also fits into the movie, because one of the themes of this movie is that they're all there by their choice, in a way.
Yes.
Yuki ran away because she stabbed her father, who happened to be a sheriff or something, so she thought he was going to arrest her, so she runs.
Yeah.
Shin is there because he gambled all his money away and couldn't look at his family anymore, and didn't want to work, so he just disappeared. And Hannah, because her lover died, and so just kind of ended up there.
Yeah, but they also do, whenever they get at her little moment, the club does say that she's able to come back whenever she wants to, so...
It's very much about how it's a choice for them.
Yes.
Maybe not like completely a choice, but choices were made that they ended up in this. Is very much what this movie goes for.
Yeah. I say because there's, weirdly enough, I had a friend that her and her family would go around during Christmas and give out stuff to the homeless people. They would give out toothbrushes and gloves. They'll go to the dollar store and buy gloves and things like that, right?
Oh,
and
nice.
yeah, there was a homeless guy there that he was dressed kind of weirdly, so she asked him what was going on, what was up with him. Because sometimes they all do is talk, and while they would feed them, they would talk and things like that. He openly admitted to her, he's like, yeah, I can't tell you my name, but basically I got really heavily into debt, so I faked my death and pushed my car off a fucking bridge, and my family thinks I'm dead and I can't go back home. And it's like, oh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Why would
so
you
it happens.
tell somebody that, though?
Well, as long as you don't tell him your name, and he's like, I've been gone for but the thing is too, he's like, I've been gone for 10 years. Like, even if they did find out, there's no point. He's like, I just choose to stay gone, though.
The police would say otherwise, for the record, if they found
But
it.
also, if you don't know his name, you're not going to be able to just go like, hey, homeless guy, Plus,
Have
at the end of the day,
met the internet? You can be at a stadium ball game and be an asshole, and don't worry, they'll figure out who you are real fast. Well, I don't put anything past the internet nowadays.
But yeah, there are people who leave their family because they've gambled their entire life savings away, and they have to leave because of being heavily in debt. Like, I do know there are some people who get divorced because they go into debt so badly.
Oh yeah, I mean that's one way to protect the other person too. So that way, you saddle with it instead of them having to pay for your sins, for lack of a better word. I also really hate gambling, by the way. I don't gamble anything. I don't even buy mystery packs of games. Like, I hate anything gambling. Like, not my thing. I don't even buy blind boxes of toys. Do not like it. There's your weird Mike's Corner. So, I mean, that's how I was so I was judging the character throughout this movie. Yes.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it happens, but it's through life. It's through life decisions and things like that. But it's always a thing too, where you just need to kind of let people help you at some point too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it could lead to a really bad ending, as with one, not the Godfathers, but the mother, and that whole subplot that got dark quick on that part.
Yeah.
Which one was it?
The mother of the baby.
Oh yeah.
Is that really his mother?
No.
Okay.
No, she kidnapped him.
Okay. Because her kid had died, so then she stole someone else's baby, correct?
Yes. Once her baby died, because the baby was going to save her marriage, but then it died, so then she just kidnapped one from the hospital.
But that was her husband that they do run into in the movie, correct?
Yes, the one at the house in the garbage, yes.
Okay. Man, that also, people do live like that, though.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, they do.
not even just Japan. People, I'm like, I don't know how. I mean, my house is not clean. It's cluttered, but garbage.
Yeah, I feel that way.
It's usually close. Or just other stuff. Or Funko Pops, too. So, what different clutter?
I I think that's kind of the point too. Is like it's kind of the whole situation of all of them too. They kind of run into this couple. It's funny too because they're basically following a lead the whole time as well. Because they are following the baby that they do believe belongs to that couple. Because everyone does know that family had a couple, but no one knows that the baby died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, so the whole story they're following is the real story, or is the technically true. So they, the whole like, oh well, they came into debt, and the wife got, I think she got plastic surgery too. They said, right?
Yep. Yeah. To look nice at the club.
Well, there's
Yeah.
another Cowboy Bebop reference then. Okay.
Yeah.
There's somebody in that did the same thing. Or not plastic surgery. I think it's transgender. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the character though, damn it. But yeah, became a woman. God, I love Cowboy Bebop. The fact that I know that it's the same person that was involved in it just makes so much more sense.
I agree too.
One part that really threw me off in this movie is when it randomly goes to the woman with just having the baby, two different babies sucking on her nipples, and I'm like, I was not expecting this when that came out of nowhere.
She got enough milk for both of them. Might as well.
I mean, that's how the human body works. So, but it just kind of threw me for a loop because I didn't expect that.
I did like that scene though, where she was speaking Spanish, and I mean, I watched the 2B version too, and there was no subtitles for that, and you're trying to figure out what they're both saying. So that was just a nice little touch to the realism of it.
A lot of movies do that when there's a character speaking different language, and whoever's in charge of like, we don't want you to know what this is. So we purposely just don't translate. Like, if you know, you know. If you don't, we want you to be just like the character where they don't know either.
It's always my favorite part when movies do that.
I personally don't like
it. My favorite one is I didn't know about, and your podcast taught me about it, Mike.
What is that?
In Joseph, have you ever seen, not Hereditary, what's the other one?
Midsommar?
Midsommar. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know when they get to Germany, that sign they walk under is supposed to be racist.
Oh.
I don't
yeah,
remember.
okay. Did not know that either.
Yeah, I think Ken says it in the episode. It's supposed to say welcome, like it's supposed to be like a racist way to say welcome, like local people and things like that. So,
oh, that's cool.
It's a good.
Yeah.
I mean, not cool, the racist side, but nice little,
it's a good movie.
added to it. Yeah.
Fucking tough movie, but good movie. Hereditary's tough movie.
Yeah,
I still haven't yet to watch his third movie, Beau is Afraid. I've just been like, I don't know. I want to because I've done his other work, but we'll see.
I do think it's funny that the big twist basically at the end of the movie is that the family they've been chasing this whole time is not the baby's family, and that funny enough, if they had gone to the police, they would have found that baby.
Because they don't find out that the police are looking for a baby that was stolen until like randomly somebody watches the news.
He's watching the news after I think they were at the hospital. He was at the hospital talking to his daughter, and they ran off. I think is what it was.
Because they were mad at him.
Well,
for
the other two got mad at him for abandoning his family. Yeah.
Which I get it. Like, I mean, and you understand why he lied about it too. But it's very much because she's mad at him because he made a choice to leave his family.
Yeah.
He didn't have to. He could have just faced up and lived with his decisions, but he couldn't do it. And he even said, I don't want to work anymore. So I decided to be homeless, which I think is actually some people out there. Like, I just rather live like this and they're content. I mean, I never really talked to anybody to know, but this is things that I've heard through the grapevine and on the internet.
Which is weird because I think the only way that Japan actually does things like that, like Japan has free insurance, right? But the only way you get free insurance is if you have a job to prove you pay taxes.
Oh, okay. I was wondering about that.
Yeah, but there's that scene where they say, bring back your insurance card and you can get refunded. For then they start crying because she doesn't have an insurance card.
And Japan's the same way with homes too. Like all you really need to do is just go to your bank and be like, hey, I want to buy a home. And they just get in contact with the company and they're like, all right, do you have proof that you've been working for the past year? Yeah. All right, cool. This home fits your budget. You're more than welcome to live there forever now.
Well, at this point, they're just giving homes away for free pretty much over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. In certain places I've seen we'll pay you. Come here.
Yeah.
God, there's a part of me, if I wouldn't have had a kid, there's a part of me that would have been like, you know what? I'll leave. There was one part in my life where I would have left America. I thought about going to Alaska, but I had a kid, so I couldn't leave. But I thought about just I'll just go somewhere else.
My husband says we can't go to Alaska because the vampires live there.
You just can't go during that period of 30 days of night.
No, I want to live there. He doesn't. But
I mean, it's beautiful, but I watched
expensive
enough
as hell.
movies. Is it expensive there?
Alaska, oh god, yeah, because that's the last. Because when they do like they ship the items, that's always the last place they go to. Like toilet paper is like $30 there.
God damn.
I definitely don't want to go there. But again, there's also like really good paying jobs, but you have to work in certain fields,
Yeah.
like oil and stuff. And I don't want anything to do with that. Or driving a truck.
There's one important part of this movie that I've really been wanting to ask Mike about since he watched it. Joseph, can you guess what part it is?
I'm not off the top of my head. No.
Did the baby speaking freak you out? Because it freaked me out when I first saw it.
Oh,
When did the baby speak?
The baby speaks when they're on top of whenever she's like trying to kill herself the second time, and they're like,
Yeah.
"We need the baby back." The baby goes, "It'll be
yeah,
okay."
I want to go home.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
go home.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't catch it was the baby.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand anything anybody was saying because it's all in Japanese. So it didn't compute. It was just another language I'm unfamiliar with. I just read the subtitles. I didn't I was, for a second, I went, why did the baby, what, the baby's talking? But I didn't, it just went away, like, within a second.
Pretty sure that was the mom hallucinating that.
That makes more sense, because you wouldn't be talking yet. The baby's too young to talk.
No, I think the joke is, all right, Satoshi, you can keep one thing in. What do you want? I want the baby to talk. Okay, we'll let the baby talk.
Okay, I mean, that does fit Satoshi, because he likes to do weird shit in his movies.
I also thought when he had the homeless guy who kept dying for the last drink, that was reminded me of him too.
That was funny. It's like, I just want to die drunk and in a nice place.
Yeah.
I'll go for one of them. I'll die drunk. I was just like, that was funny. And one, I did not catch this, but thanks to YouTube, the houses that they sleep in are made out of like cardboard or something, which is essentially like made out of boxes of other products. So consumerism.
Oh, okay. That also makes sense.
That's what they were going for. There's so much of that. Like, I didn't catch it when I was watching it, but after he mentioned it, and I'm watching the movie as we talk right now, like, I can see it in here now.
Well, the other thing that happens too, which is interesting, she goes to the gas station to get them water, and when she leaves, there's a bunch of food that was thrown away that she just steals. And that's all good food too.
Oh, I thought it was just like stuff like unexpired, so we threw it all away type of thing.
Well, yeah, but that's what I mean though. Like a lot of those places, just because it's expired food doesn't mean it's gone bad. You know what I mean?
No, you just can't sell it.
Yeah.
Oh God, when I used to work for some retail stores, and I remember we had dumb things like, okay, we want you to cut open every bag of candy we throw away so no one can eat them. I'm like, fucking, does it matter? Like, just throw it in the bag. Like,
yeah.
Dumb shit like that. I remember having to pour it out the pop, but I didn't mind that because it made the bag lighter. So that didn't bother me. I'm like, I don't want to haul all this down the stairs and to the garbage. I'm like, I don't mind dumping it. But the candy was like, this is time consuming and stupid. If somebody really wants to dig through the garbage, let them. Like, who cares?
I remember the only reason why we have that in America is because a Dunkin' Donuts used to give a homeless guy free donuts, and then he sued for food poisoning.
Is that really what did it?
That's actually what did it, yes.
I did not know that. Interesting.
He won, didn't he?
He won, yep.
Smart man. Hey, fucking. I get it, but don't like.
You ruin it for everybody else.
But depending how much he got in a lawsuit, he probably fixed his own life. So hey, hopefully he wasn't a gambler, and that's where the money went.
Unfortunately, in Japan, doing's not as easy as it is over here.
Okay,
that would be an option for homeless people.
Here, it's pretty fucking easy to sue people. I feel like.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you don't even survive the process to sue people.
Somebody else will for you.
Yeah.
I mean, you can even lose a criminal case saying that you didn't kill your wife and this random guy, and then you can lose a civil lawsuit case because you really did kill both of them. The glove didn't fit. So So
say that fucking OJ. Say that a fucking OJ reference.
No, there was a joke out there on the internet. I forgot what it was. It was a Trump joke, but they were like, Trump said he was going to do something that's like the same thing of OJ saying, "I'm looking for the real killer." I forget what it was though, but it was funny to me. All right, I do like the drag bar in this too. I thought that was very, very cool that they had. I didn't know, is Japan open about that type of stuff too, or are they more?
Yes, they are.
Oh yeah, incredibly open about that.
Okay.
Those places make big money too.
My wife would love to go to a place like that. I can guarantee you that.
Well, it's one of the things where I have a place for your wife whenever she comes down here. It's one of those weird things where Japan was like us with gay things. That's why whenever they ask her about AIDS, it's because gay men would do the same thing they did here, where they would go and have anonymous sex with men and then go home and sleep with their wives. But Japan is weirdly like a don't like what's the word? Don't ask, don't tell kind of thing too as well. It's just really weird.
Okay. I mean, that's still here too. Just depends on what
state you're
side of
in.
the aisle you're on. I mean, to be
Yeah.
honest, I mean,
Yeah.
look at how much random shit comes out against certain people politically. Like, turns out, they're like, oh, these people are sinners, and turned out I'm one of them, but I can't tell you. Like, I feel like that's just weird. That weird like hatred of yourself. So you just attack people that are like you.
I'm also a big fan of just gay people living in like a drag bar and taking care of each other. Because she calls that woman straight up mom, and just they know about her.
That is really common in drag communities in general. Who you'll have someone that's your drag mom.
Yeah.
Usually it's someone that you emulate, like their style. I have watched way too much RuPaul in my life because of my wife, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, it's a very common thing. Whoever, like, someone is your mentor or something like that they're your mom for drag. And you also a lot of times emulate their style too. Like, you can tell that their drag is based off this other person. You can actually see it sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
That's what happens when you
Japan,
watch however many damn seasons of RuPaul that I've seen off and on with my wife. You
I
learn
was going
a
to say
lot.
that's pretty similar to the geishas in Japan. They have a very similar setup.
But also, geishas were kind of like sex slaves too, weren't they?
Kind of, yeah.
In World War II, yeah.
Okay.
Not so
I'm just
much
thinking
anymore.
of Memoirs of a Geisha.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend that was obsessed with that movie when we were younger.
The Japanese movie that doesn't feature any Japanese actors.
Yes. Hey, we were in high school, for the record.
Right.
I just remember she really liked it, and I even bought her a kimono from Japan.
Oh, wow.
That was a lot for a guy who just worked at a part-time job, but
Yeah, I was going to say.
I remember the obi was like $80 that I ordered for her. So, surprised I remember that. It was off eBay. Back old memories. Oh, there's that one part where Shin almost gets murdered. The same part where you're talking about with the old guy that did die.
Yeah, that was kind of a fucked up scene, but unfortunately, that is accurate in Japan as well.
I mean, it's accurate here too, I think, sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, it was also in an episode of Veronica Mars, kind of.
I think we stole that from Japan. Homeless people beating up homeless people.
I think that's just people being assholes in general and going after someone that's less likely to be able to
fight back,
retaliate.
Yeah.
I mean, it's proven in life that like sex workers have a hard time going to the police about things because they won't believe them.
Yeah.
That's why so many serial killers will target sex workers because they can't really police don't investigate as much either. So I mean that's kind of how I took it in here. Like nobody's gonna care. Like the guy gets a phone call, oh hey, we're supposed to meet there, all right, and they stop themselves from committing murder. Like
And even when they're doing it, they're like, we're just taking. Even it's like, what are you doing? Like, we're just taking out the trash. Like just completely dehuman. Like they're not even viewing them as human beings.
That is a common thing with just any
psychotic people.
Psychotic people, and if you're going to do things to people, if you look at all cases of genocides and mass murders, that's what they have. That's what they do. They have to. You have to see those people as not people. Otherwise, mentally, I don't think many people can do that. I mean, sure, you have serial killers that could pull that off just fine, but not your average person.
Right.
One scene that really made me laugh is when they're in the random tent with all the cats, and he's like, I could really go for some meat right now, and Miyuki and all the cats just get mad at him. That was great. And it also makes more sense because you haven't realized yet that she stabbed her father because they got rid of her cat. So when I'm rewatching this, I'm like, oh, that makes way more sense why she got so upset too.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
Besides being a funny jab.
But then you find out that I don't know if they actually specifically say, but they didn't actually get rid of the cat. It ran away.
And I don't know. Yeah. I didn't catch that.
It's in the scene where she's looking at the newspaper and then she starts acting weird. You find out, I don't remember if I read in an interview or if they tell you in the movie, but her father actually wrote a letter to the editor in the newspaper explaining that the cat was found back. That's why she called them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that either.
Yeah, I didn't catch that either.
That's cool. I have 4 cats. I love cats, so I'm like, I liked all the homeless kitties just walking around, be like, feed me. I mean, that's cats in general. They can make it.
Oh yeah.
I only really would have faith in 2 of my 4 cats. The 2 males, they'd be dead. They got nothing. My 2 female cats, they'd survive. 1 lived on the street. I wouldn't count on my males to make it though. They're not. They're not going to be begging for somebody to feed them. They wouldn't be hunting.
You guys aren't the smartest. I love you, but holy shit.
So, just curious, one cool thing about this movie that I was reading an interview with the director. He said that like he wanted to make the city as much a character as the actual characters, and I guess in every scene, like if you he like puts people's in windows or has things lined up where there's like this. It looks like the city is smiling in every scene.
Oh,
So he almost gave it a face, and now I'm like going back trying to see if I can pick up where they are in each background.
He's a really interesting director, though. Like, even though I'm not crazy about one of the movies we covered so far of his work, of his forms, but, like, he definitely has an art to him.
Oh, he does. Like, and even for this movie, before they drew everything out, he actually had the voice actors physically act out the scenes, like in costume and everything.
Interesting.
Weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's just really loving your art.
Yeah, and he said he really wanted to get like the movements just right and stuff. He wanted this to be a very character-focused movie, so he really put a lot of emphasis on that. And hey, it shows.
Yeah, I would agree completely. Like, so far, this is my second favorite of the three.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, I kind of feel like Perfect Blue and Paprika they're great movies, but they kind of overshadow the other two. This and Millennial Actress.
Funny thing you mentioned Perfect Blue, Millennium Actress. You see the art for both those movies throughout this movie.
Yeah,
I caught that. That made me chuckle. He works in posters just randomly there, there's just little things. I'm like, I get this reference.
In fact, I don't want to spoil anything, but technically all those movies could technically be set in the same kind of universe.
I am looking forward to Millennium Actress. I forgot all about it. I'm like, oh yeah, we still got to do that someday.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's kind of a combination of a mindfuck and the wholesomeness of this movie. So that'll be interesting.
Maybe I'll enjoy it more than I did not like Paprika at all. That was not a fun movie for me. So, hey, I like this movie. So there was that. I mean, there's a small scene here where they go to like the place they get hit by the ambulance. I was kind of confused about that. Like, I do like when the guy's like, "Hey, you need to leave," and that makes sense because that's what they do to homeless people. I mean, I've had to do that before at stores. I'm like, "Hey, man, you gotta go. Like, you're not spending money, you gotta leave." Like, it sucks, but I mean, for me, I was just being told to do it by somebody else. But I get it.
I do like the ambulance driver when he gets out, just looks and goes, "Someone call an ambulance."
I do like that too. Why did he crash? I was confused on that part.
I think it was just more showing the supernatural, their luck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it made me laugh when you said call an ambulance. You are an ambulance, buddy. Like,
yeah. And then the whole thing,
I didn't catch all the references to like angels in this. Like, there's Angel Tower with the drag club they go to. There's Angel something else. At one point, when Shin is all beat up, the person that finds him is a drag queen as an angel. Like, I did not catch all that. Like, because they're really going for the whole religious tones too in this movie.
It's just that scene. I'm like, do you want my magic or do you want an ambulance? An ambulance? You didn't have to answer it like that.
It was fun, though.
I was just gonna say, I love all the stuff with the taxi driver. How he just felt so bad for him because he keeps getting dragged into their story.
Who is that taxi driver? Was he like? I was confused where he came from all of a sudden.
He was the guy that dropped off the shooter and Miyuki at the beginning.
Oh,
That's why they got him, because he knew where they were, and then he just sort of just keeps showing up in the story.
Yeah. He commits a crime for them too. He drives his car into a building.
Yeah. They commit a lot of crimes towards the end of this movie. Like that. They just stole my truck. Hey, they just stole my bike.
One of those is a lot more worse crime, but yes.
Yeah.
I mean, stealing a bike does suck, especially when that's your mode of transportation. I speak from experience. I had bikes stolen from me. Fucking pissed me off.
That does suck.
I was at work too, and then I remember like months later there was a guy. He's like, let me ride your bike out because I bought a new one. I'm like, no. He's like, I'll just steal it like I did last time. I'm like, And then it turned out he got arrested for robbery. So hey, maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was telling the truth. He tried to rob the store I worked at like 20 minutes after I left that night. I picked up my son who lived near, and I was driving by to take my coworker to like bus station, and we drove by work. We're like, what the fuck is going on? All these cops are out there. And it turned out, the guy tried to rob the place, and he tried to shoot 3 people, but the gun jammed.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And, like, why are you trying? You don't, and one, if anyone's going to rob retail, you don't need to shoot anybody. They don't give a shit. We're told, give them the money, get the fuck out. Like, police will deal with you. You don't need to try to add attempted murder to your rep, which he did, by the way. He had 3 counts of attempted murder, I think. So, yeah.
God damn.
Jesus.
Worked out well for him. And then he even got out of prison at one point and got recaptured. Yeah.
That happened. Lesson.
You did not. Yeah, I just remember. That was a long time ago. Man, I am just having share corner tonight. So I do want to talk about when Shin is in the hospital and he runs into his daughter. That was really good because I didn't know it was his daughter. I thought it was his ex-wife at first until he asked her, "How's your mother?"
Yeah, I think the tip that you're supposed to get is earlier when they are naming the baby.
Yes.
Yeah, they name the baby and he kind of like gets mad about it, and then Hannah goes, "What are you mad about? Is it an X or something?" He goes, "Don't worry about it. Just fucking leave me alone."
Yeah, I remember catching that too, but I didn't expect it to go where it went.
Yeah,
but it is cool that when you find out that she's still alive, that he was just a piece of shit. I did like that. I thought that was a nice touch, and it also there's a lot of believability.
There he is.
We make bad decisions. Yeah, my mic decided to cut out again, so I touched it.
Well, I'll say this, man. She was extremely calm seeing her dad, who she hasn't seen since she was like 5.
I feel like part of that is you make peace with it.
Yeah.
After a while, like you've accepted the decisions of your parent, and you're just like, you're alive still? But at the same time, like, we don't know how old she was when he left, because doesn't he say she was a baby, I think?
Yeah, she was pretty young.
So that, she grew up without a father, even though she knew what he looked like. But to be fair, we don't change as much at a certain point. Once you get to an adult, you keep the same look until you're really old. I mean, you do, humans. I mean, you look at, like, for example, Stranger Things. Look how much they grow as a kid, but you get to a certain point where you don't change as much anymore.
Yeah.
It's just a good scene, and it gives a good reason for them to split up, which then ends up, bringing them all back together too. So I like that. And isn't 30,000 yen just the equivalent of like $300 a year?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, that's a cheap healthcare bill too. Only $300, man.
Yeah, here it is, Japan. Though you got to remember their economy was going in the crapper at that point, and still is.
You look at ours right now.
Right, but
ours is self-inflicted, though.
Yeah.
So I don't know if theirs was.
No, theirs was kind of too. They had their gold period where the yen was super strong, and they did not plan well for what happens when it dropped.
Okay. I mean, I think that's what we're going to go through soon too as a country.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
We're working on it. But I'm confident that things will get better, especially when you tell people that are poor, affordability is a hoax. It's not real. Everything's fine. That wins over people. I'm less worried. I'm getting more political than I expected in this episode.
Political movie.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And then when you tell me, it's the 90s, it did make me think about a lot of current what we're going through. So also that mark on the baby and the forehead is supposed to be a reference to Buddhism too.
Yes. Is it?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and and actually the baby's name actually translates to Silent Night.
Oh, that's funny.
That's cool. Did not catch that, obviously. So I do want to talk about the stuff near the end, like when they find the mother in quotations, and she's about to commit suicide, and then you find out that she's and then a banana baby. Like you have one scene where she's trying to feed the baby from her nipples, and she can't. I thought that was interesting.
Which means that baby that she had's been dead for a hot minute too.
Yeah,
she's no longer producing.
You would still.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. I'm not an expert on a woman's anatomy, but I know it is at least a little while that you can still milk. So
yeah.
I am a father, so I do remember how that goes a little bit. So, but she didn't breastfeed, so I don't know as much. I know a little. Yeah. I also used to work at Babies R Us. That was a weird.
Was that the store that was getting robbed?
No, it was Sam's Club.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Also, robbing a Sam's Club is not a smart decision because you got a long way to walk after you rob them to get out of the building. I mean, it literally was probably 100, 200 feet that you had to walk after you held a gun at people. And the funny thing was, 2 of the guys that worked there were like, man, if we would have known, we would have got our own guns. And they weren't joking. I also kind of worked for a ghetto store too, for the record. So
What store was it? Was it Sam's Club?
it was Sam's Club, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is a long way to run and a weird store to rob too.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you ever date the same, you have a very long way, like where the registers are. He had to go up the stairs to the cash room, which is like you go up the stairs, you go into an office or two, and then you'd come down those stairs. And anyone been there, you always will see the stairs by the cafe near the back of the front of the store, like in the far end. He had to walk that whole way after he had already robbed somebody. So that is not like when you rob someone at a gas station, you point the gun, you get your money, you get the fuck out. Like that's all. By the time he got out, the cops were waiting for him. Which is not that you can't rob somebody because you need to disappear. You can't be there. Also, there were emergency exits you could have pressed and went out the back door, but he was an idiot. So there was one right by where he came out. But yeah, Sam's Club's not a store you want to rob. You don't want to rob any store.
No.
I also know an idiot who robbed a McDonald's, and he got caught because he got greedy, and he just stayed in the store waiting to get more money, and then the cops showed up, and he didn't leave. So,
okay.
not alone. No, he survived. I actually met him years later after he'd been arrested, and he learned his lesson and was a drug dealer. So, I did not do drugs. I just happened to hang out with him at one point.
Who doesn't?
Oh, yeah.
I've had an odd life.
But I don't assume at any time in your life you held a baby hostage and threatened to jump off a building.
I did not. Nor did I ever threaten to jump off a building because I'm also terrified of heights. So there wouldn't be any of that. No. I've held a baby, but I did not threaten to jump off anything. No, or hurt the baby, for the record. So I just don't like babies, except for my own baby. But he's 18 now. He's not a baby, but I don't like babies. People are like, you want to hold my baby? I'm like, no. I don't care about them. Unless they're my own. I don't want to do it.
No, thank you.
My own, I took good care of, and anything else, nope. Mm-mm. But no, everything with her, I think is also a really good story. Like, just how heartbroken she is because she did lose her baby, and like looking at life being like, why do they get to have it and I don't? Because I get that.
Also, it doesn't help that her husband was kind of a lazy piece of shit.
What gave it away? All the garbage bags surrounding him?
Or the fact that his plan was, I'm going to win the lottery.
He really didn't win that much money, I felt like, though.
No, he did not. But he's like, this but he tricks himself into thinking that, my luck's going to change now.
Does Shouldn't have the winning lottery number for that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Does he not realize it?
Oh, no, he does. He has the money at the
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The whole point is them doing several good deeds, getting them out of the situation they're in. For instance, I assume that Shin seeing his daughter makes them realize he's not a bad person, but also the ticket belonged to that dead homeless guy, right? Was that also the point too?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did not catch that.
Also,
that was the bag he gives him whenever he dies, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. And those kids take the ticket, and then we don't see the scene, but we see the aftermath where he's all bloody and stuff. So I'm assuming he did beat up the kids to get that ticket back.
Oh, I didn't even realize that they took the ticket.
Yeah.
Also, why would you want to take something that incriminates you to a murder?
Because they're stupid teenagers.
Even when I was a teenager, I think I would have been smart enough if I killed someone not to take anything that was from their body. Then again,
yeah,
I always think of the BTK killer because that guy got away for like 20, 30 years and then the police told him, we can't track a floppy disk. No. And he believed them.
Yeah,
I can't believe. Story.
Is that what happened?
Yes.
Yeah.
He hadn't murdered in a while, but he was talking with the police and he asked them, can I send you a floppy disk with information to prove I'm the killer, but you can't track it, right? Be honest. And they said, no, we can't.
Oh.
That's literally what happened. Spoiler alert, they could. But why I don't know why a serial killer was trusting the police. That's the one thing got me to like, why would you trust them when it's their job to get rid of you?
I mean, if you've invaded them for 30 plus years, you feel pretty cocky too.
Not cocky enough to shove to be like, look at me. I don't know. I feel like if you got away with it, you just get it, though. You don't want to stay quiet because nobody knows. Yeah. There's a really good documentary on Netflix. I forget about the daughter of the BTK killer. Really good documentary. Recommend it. So the stuff with like the mother, like when they start chasing after her, I thought all that was really good too.
Yeah.
And was she going to kill the baby again? Like, was that her plan to kill both of them, right, at the same time?
Yeah. They were going to be reborn.
But that is part of Buddhist culture.
Yes, reincarnation. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So that also kind of fits more of the religious aspect of this movie too.
Yeah.
I forget also, that's not something we have. Well, I guess Christianity kind of has. No, Christianity doesn't have reborn. We go to wherever we go.
Only one guy is allowed to be reborn in Christianity. Allegedly.
It might be
Yeah,
too
but
soon. At the rate we're going,
Allegedly.
he's going to be reborn.
No, but with Butler, I really like her facial expressions, the animation, because they really just make her like you just see the pain in her face.
It's really well done.
Yeah. Also, I mean, it kind of touches on it, not a huge point, but it also does. I mean, it's clear. I mean, given everything she's going through, she's got like a mental breakdown. So it also just Japan's not known for having the best mental health networks over there. So it's also a message on that as well.
I mean, and in the 90s, I mean, we were better, I think, as humans are better, but not
Yeah.
general.
Oh yeah, but Japan, they had nothing in the 90s. It was you just bottled that shit. You just bottled that shit up. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I feel like America was not bad. Who knows where we're headed?
Well, see, funny enough, we have two different ideas of mental health, which I think is funny because Japan is the worst one, but ours is the American dream, sadly, because what was it? And in America, if you say, hey, I don't like my job and I hate where I live at, most American psychologists will go, oh, that's fair. You should just like quit your job and move. And some people were able to do that and some people aren't. But in Japan, if you go to a psychologist and go, hey, I hate my life, they go, hey, are you working? Yeah. Do you have a place to live? Yeah. Suck it up and get over it.
You need to work more hours.
Yeah, you need to work more hours.
That's real, isn't it?
It's real, yeah.
No, that's exactly real.
Well, Japan has a very high suicide rate, right, Joseph?
Oh yeah, one of the highest. And actually, they are actually looking at trying to do a 4-day work week to cut back on that.
That's interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So Japan is. I'll say this now. More recently, they are aware of issues and are actually trying to, resolve them, which is a good step. More than I can say for some places.
Yeah.
Well, and some places it's used as a form of control. So how would you fix the problem? That's interesting, though. I mean, this movie is a interesting look at Japanese culture in the 90s, then too.
Oh yeah, it's a really good time capsule, and it's still plenty relevant even today.
No, I'm noticing that. A little surprised, but I am noticing that. That did throw me for a loop because I didn't. I know some about Japan, like I was saying earlier, but not as much as this was trying to teach me. And thankfully, having two people that one that lived in Japan, so that helps too with knowing a little bit more about culture.
I didn't know you lived in Japan, Joseph.
Yeah, I lived there for about 2 years.
Hell yeah, that sounds nice.
Why'd you come back?
Oh, I was there because my dad had work there. Once that work visa expired, you got to go back. They take that shit real seriously over there.
Look at here too. We take it seriously too. We take it so seriously we send you to other countries.
Yeah, even if you are a citizen.
Yes. I always joke. I can't wait to read the history books in like 10 years when this is all over with.
God, I hope so.
Yeah.
It will be. I am more and more convinced that what we're dealing with in 25 and what we'll deal with in 26, by 27, 28, 29, the country will have learned its lesson. I believe it.
We just wipe ourselves out before then. I don't know. That's a possibility.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's going to happen, but yeah.
I hope it doesn't happen.
Humans are, 2012 already came and went. We're okay. Just out here. So. All right, and then this movie eventually ends with them. I do like when they're at the hospital and they give the baby back to its real parents, and then Miyuki's father, who's the cop, walks in. I thought that was a good scene, and she's reunited. I didn't realize Shin wins all the money. They all get a happy ending.
Yeah,
it's almost like saving that baby resolved all their issues.
It was the miracle of Christmas.
Exactly.
Yes.
This is a good Christmas movie.
Told you.
So we have 3 Christmas movies that we're doing this year. So 2 that are Christmas movies and 1 that technically takes place during Christmas.
Is that Die Hard?
With a sex cult. No.
Oh, not Die Hard. Okay.
Die Hard does not have a sex cult.
Okay. I have 3 weirdly specific Christmas movies. I enjoy every Christmas year. This movie, Jingle All the Way, and for some reason, 2008's The Grinch starring Jim Carrey.
All right. I was thinking there would be another anime movie you would mention.
Not a lot of Christmas anime movies.
Yeah, I was thinking, there really isn't.
But to be fair, like they said, at least what the internet told me is that Japan doesn't celebrate Christmas because they're not, Oh,
but you're wrong. They do. But they celebrate it by going to KFC.
Yeah, that's the weird Japanese tradition. Yeah.
It's all about capitalism more than technically here's about capitalism, what am I saying? But we like to act like it isn't.
And you also get a little cake too on Christmas.
Aw. Okay.
Yeah, Japan treats Christianity how how we also treat Greek mythology. So
They're not wrong.
they're not wrong.
Although it's funny though, when I lived in Japan, down the street from me was the Japanese Church of Scientology.
That's funny. That's a thing.
And it was actually, that's a thing. And it was like a really big building too. I was kind of surprised.
They all are.
They
I
all
actually have in Minneapolis, we have a Church of Scientology downtown. I think it's Minneapolis. Every so often, I drive by it and chuckle and point at it. But yeah, fucking churches. Fucking Scientology. It was made by an author to sell books. Come on, people. That's a fucking cult, too.
Yeah. Is Tom Cruise running it? Is that official now?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, though.
Yeah.
He's going to have to run out of acting at some point.
No, you know what? Tom Cruise did one good thing recently.
What was that?
He was making a movie about SpaceX, and they went, Tom Cruise, the only way you can keep making that movie is you have to ask for the permission from the president. And he straight up went, no, thank you, fuck that guy, and the movie got canceled.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, you know what? I'll give him props for that one.
I will, too. I didn't have that on my bingo card.
No.
Right? All right.
Right?
I mean, I don't think he's a great guy. I'm pretty sure. But he does make some good movies. But he doesn't. I'm actually going to watch a movie of his. The one that I'm referencing, the sex cult. He's in it.
Oh, and also Japan worships Tom Cruise ever since he did The Last Samurai.
What?
It's a good movie.
Yeah. Oh, they love him over there. They fucking love Tom.
What the hell? I had a movie. God damn it.
They love The Last Samurai too. Yeah, God no. That's you mentioned Tom Cruise. That's the first movie they're going to tell you about.
Oh.
They'll tell you everything about that movie.
Okay.
That's a fun fact. I didn't have my bingo card today either.
That's a fun fact I never knew about because I specifically hate how stupid that movie is.
I liked it when I saw it, but the last time I saw it, I was in high school.
Yeah.
So take that as you will.
Yeah, Japan's a weird place. Things you think they would like, they hate. Like Pacific Rims, you think they'd hate, they'd love. Like Last Samurai.
Yeah, that is a fair statement. Pacific Rim, was fine. Plus, Pacific Rim is American the idea of like mechs and trying to make it their own, and I don't like it.
The weird thing though about the Pacific Rim, I don't mean to go on Pacific Rim, but just real quick, the Japanese actress, I don't remember her name. Like, she's a really good actress. She's actually Academy Award nominations over here. For some reason, Japanese media just hates her for some reason, and I don't know if they think she's too Americanized or what, but like any movie she's in just does terrible over there.
Huh. That's weird.
Is she like pro-China? Is that a thing, maybe?
No. She's I think she's actually relatively just kind of keeps to herself, doesn't really talk about her public life, but yeah, I don't know. I remember when it came out, everyone was like, God, fuck that woman. I'm like, what did she kill somebody? Am I missing context here?
Weird.
Yeah. Like I said, Japan is kind of a weird place of what they like.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
I still really want to visit one day, but I wouldn't want to live there.
They're also petty by, killing the Super Sentai while changing the name of the Super Sentai series.
Okay, that's not petty, actually.
I know it's a licensing thing. I know why they're doing it. Yeah. But it's just
we all know why they're doing it.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Hasbro and Saban.
Yeah.
Well, it's also fuck you. If you should seen, there should be a small amount of time where I'm done with the project, you get the rights back. No, we're gonna keep rights, but we're not gonna do anything with it ever again. We're keeping those rights. It's a shitty thing, and that's just that's America in general when it comes to look how many things get copywritten just to hoard.
Yeah.
Like the Nemesis system idea. Remember that thing in video games?
Oh. Hey, we might see that though if Netflix buys them and kills their gaming division. I don't know. That's a mess.
It's either buying them or Paramount finishes buying them, and they also having help from Jared Kushner in Saudi Arabia with the Paramount takeover. So hey,
Jesus. Okay.
What a wonderful world we live in, huh?
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Jeez,
Merry
no wonder
Christmas.
I like this movie. No wonder I like this movie so much. It took my mind off everything that's happening in the world.
Sorry. I did enjoy my watch. I will say that.
Yes.
Any last thing to say? Or should we go to Shelf Stacker Box?
Yeah, I'm ready here.
Yeah, I'm good, yeah.
Joe, take us in.
This is definitely going in. Obviously, it's going on the shelf. This is my go-to Christmas movie every year. Like I said, top 3 Christmas movies that I've ever watched. And everything about it, I need to watch the Japanese dub because I don't think I ever have. But I also did not want to I watch this movie every Christmas, so I didn't really feel like watching it this year and having to actually watch it because I'm behind on video games. But still, great Christmas movie. Put it on the shelf.
And Joseph.
Yeah, I'm definitely putting this on the shelf. This was a pleasant surprise. I'm definitely going to try to make this a yearly Christmas movie as well. And yeah, Satoshi Kon, man, I just think it's sad that he's gone way too soon, but I think this dude is probably, I had to say, probably one of the winners at the time with this. And this movie just solidifies that.
No, he does some amazing work. I will say that. So I'll go last. I'm gonna put this. I'm a bit torn where I want to put this, but I'm gonna go with the stack. But I did enjoy it a lot. I enjoyed it not as much as Perfect Blue, because Perfect Blue that's a hell of a movie.
Yeah,
but this is a good film. You know what? I take it back. I'm putting it on the shelf. Fuck it. I'm retcon.
Yeah.
I did enjoy this. And the more we talked about it, and fun fact, apparently if you watch Tubi on your computer with an ad blocker, there's no ads, by the way. It just cuts them all out.
I will have to remember that.
Ads. I didn't know it, but I was watching movies we're talking, and I don't think there were any commercials unless I just didn't pay enough attention, but I had the movie on most of the time we're talking, and I didn't see any commercials. So he's not that friendly. I mean, it's free. I can't complain too much, but yeah, apparently just also. I watched it on my phone because I was moving around a whole bunch when I was watching it because I was doing stuff today and I was trying to get this done in time for the episode. So I didn't watch it. I also didn't think about putting Tubi on my computer either. I'll just go to the website because the app isn't it's on different things. I had one on my TV, one on my phone, different logins.
I have given you the same anime website to watch anime for free. You can watch on your phone.
Okay, my rule with that one is if I can't watch it other ways, then I go there.
Okay.
If I can watch it somewhere else, I will go there first. Especially if I can watch it for free somewhere else or include it with my subscriptions. That's kind of my rule of thumb. For Dragon Ball, example, we did the 2 Dragon Ball movies so far. I there because I wasn't buying them or renting. Tubi, I already have Tubi. I guess I'll just, Tubi's free. But that was just me. All right, I don't think I have anything else to say.
Okay, too.
We only got one movie left then of this guy.
Which is sad that he only got 4 movies out before he passed.
Yeah. Well, there's a TV series doing that.
A Paranoia Agent? We will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just those things. I mean, after Paprika, I really burned out and had no interest. I had meant to do Millennium Actress before we did Tokyo Godfathers, and then I got burned out and went, nah, I'm good. But this got me interested enough to go back to his other work. And I've been kind of on an animated movie kick on this podcast lately, so...
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah.
Although I listened to your Street Fighter Alpha review, and now I'm going back and watching every anime adaptation of a video game. God, they are terrible.
That movie is god awful.
No, it is. It's bad, yeah. But
so you know what's weird too, Mike? Did you see the live action Street Fighter movie that's coming out?
I've seen pictures of it. I
saw the trailer. Yes.
Watch it.
It's crazy, right?
It is. Yeah, it is
interesting.
Because I did not know what to expect, and I'm still not 100% sure, but I'm with it.
I'm on board. Street Fighter can be goofy. It's Street Fighter. It's kind of a goofy thing. You can make it like that. Just have good action scenes.
Yeah,
you can make it work.
But when they showed Guile, I just started cracking up.
I feel like Cody Rhodes is good for that. So
yeah.
I actually kind of know who he is. Thanks to there's a WWE documentary reality TV thing I watched on Netflix. Kind of talking about part of the season.
Unreal.
Yeah, that was really good. I'm looking forward to next season of it.
Yeah, but the Street Fighter movie's got Jason Momoa as Blanca.
That is such a weird choice.
It really is. This whole cast is very weird.
Roman Reigns is Akuma.
Yeah, then the dude from I Talk with the Devil, he's Bison.
Oh. It's gonna be interesting.
They have a country music singer as fucking what's his face, the guy with the mask, Vega.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't it that stupid guy that doesn't show off his face? I forgot his name. Or Orson Welles? No,
yes, my husband loves him.
Is it Orson Welles?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, Orson Welles.
Isn't that an author too?
No, it's Oral Peck or something like that. I don't know.
Oral Peck. Yes, you're right. Orson is an author. Okay.
Yeah.
Orson Welles the okay. I know this name is in my head. I know there's a reason.
Yeah.
Okay. He's also a director.
Yeah, but no, that Street Fighter movie looks crazy. I'm all game for it.
Same. So I'm saying it on here. We will do an actress sooner than later. I also have another anime movie I have not planned, but it's in my phone with me. I keep looking at it until we do it. So that's going to probably happen next at some point in hopefully January. But yes, you will be getting more animes in this podcast.
Yay!
Not a kick. All right. We should go to plug. There's over 900 other episodes of this podcast. We do movies, TV, video games, comics, all sorts of content. You can check out our giant catalog on Podbean. If you want to hear the rest of our Satoshi Kon, the other two episodes, you will see a link in the show notes to those, so check those out. If you want to support the show, we do have a Patreon, a little dog vote in our Patreon poll. We have 1 to 2 polls a month. If you donate $10 or more, I will plug your YouTube or podcast like these lovely people, Phoebe Stanton, the Let's Play Princess on YouTube and Twitch. And check out her podcast, absolutely the best podcast, her podcast, and Nerds Broadcast. And also check out Zach's podcast, absolutely the best podcast of work in progress. He talks about the MCU movie and MCU adjacent movies, and they're currently on the Alien Predator franchise, so check him out. And want to give a shout out to my awesome intro and outro producer at Hell Hath Fear. You can follow her on TikTok and A Gamer Looks at 40. He is back to his show, and he has something. And please, and join our Discord. If you want to be in the show, if you want to suggest things for the show, we have a Discord. We're always happy to have new people join us and chat with us. You'll see that's how you can be on the show, because I post all the time for episodes, so join if you're interested. If you enjoyed this show, join us. It's a great time. You don't need much but a microphone. And please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, and rate and review our podcast. I think it's everything I need to say, so we will see you guys all next. Bye, everybody.
Sayonara.
Sayonara.